She probably wants me to take her outside to bark at the dog that she saw from the balcony. So I'm on the 3rd floor, people, and I have it's called the Romeo and Juliet balcony. So it's tiny, it's useless, except for my dog, who likes to sit out there and bark at other dogs. So I think she'll come down sometimes and just like, let me out, I'm gonna bitch that bitch out.
I wanna bite somebody.
Basically.
I'm gonna go. My name is Bree. That's what she sounds like to me. I'm Bree. I'm gonna go bite somebody.
Oh my god, that's like angry lesbian.
Right? That's Bree, dude. Bree is butch as fuck.
Some bitches do, this bitch won't. Get up in my squishy sandwich without a quote. Ain't no need to flex, you ain't even in my zone. You be trying to go, we already on the road. Don't kiss no toes, I be sitting on my throne. Don't multitask, you already on hold. Know when to fold, this here is gold. Scraping on the road.
She's sitting over there just like, yeah, you go ahead. You talk to me, boy. You know, she's like a mix of Macho Man Randy and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, she knows we're talking about her. She's standing by the window. She knows what she wants to do.
She's literally looking at me like, what did you say about me, brother? When my dog Luca used to live here, he'd run in and she'd like roll over on her back and she'd be like, come on, brother. Yeah. Eat me out real good, brother.
And then she'd smack him away.
And she would just smack him away. Like, she was the one that was inviting him.
Yeah.
And he'd stroll on over and stick his face down there and take a couple good old whiffs. You know, get a good smell in the morning.
And that sex waffle one's been pretty in the morning for her. So, you guys have heard me say this term a couple times, sex waffle. So, where I got it from was I was making those coasters that I discussed in an earlier episode, and it didn't cure correct. So, it stuck onto the cardboard. I think I saved a picture of it. It stuck onto the cardboard that I put it on, and I came back later that day and it had slid down. It slid down about half an inch, and all you could see was like this like clear, crystal clear residue from behind it, like slime, and it was the resin that hadn't cured. And I don't know why. In my head, I was like, it's like the sex waffle, and I'm just like, I don't know. Now I can't get that term out of my head. So
probably the nastiest thing I ever heard was when I was in boot camp, and I was in like
that's a strong hookah.
We were in the all-male division, obviously, and they wanted to dissuade us from attempting to seduce females in, like, other compartments or whatever. And my instructor just looked me dead in the eyes. It was just like, he was just like, you know what it's like down there for them? I was just like, what? And he was like, it's like a grilled cheese with tomato sauce. And I was like, oh. He's like, just imagine trying to open that. And I was like, I was like, I'm good, dude. That's going to be a hard pass for me.
Oh my God, that's so gross. No, and actually our boot camp, we had 14 people ASMO'd. So ASMO'd is when you get in trouble or you get sent back a class or two to basically redo what you were, to redo everything basically. And so there was like a love triangle between lesbians and the straight and the boys in our compartment because we got separated obviously. And there was this note passing, and it was a ring of like 14 people just like setting up like these like sex, like they were setting up like times so they could have sex privately or something.
Yeah.
Like lesbians were caught in beds, and it was a hot mess.
One time, me and my buddy Cabrera, if you're listening to this, I'm actually a buddy. We were hanging out, and one night I remember I looked him dead in the eyes, and I was like, "Dude, we should sneak out down to the compartment below, and we should make calls out to our families, girlfriends, whatever." And he was like, yeah, okay, man. So literally that night, we both snuck out and ran downstairs to the compartment below us.
Yeah.
And we made like 7 phone calls, like 7 different people.
I never thought that far ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just like, okay. I was like, dude, if I'd gotten caught, I would have been fucked.
Oh my God, yeah.
I would have been so fucked, dude. And we just did it anyway. We didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm looking back on it now, and I'm like, I'm a reckless human being.
Yeah, I hear you. We're on the same page. No, I guess I got lucky, and we'll get back to your tattoo in a second because I have my own stories. I got lucky because, well, when I got to boot camp that night, because we arrived at night, I don't know how this happened because they didn't even turn on the lights in the compartment in the squad bay. They actually just like, find a bed, whatever. But the way we set each other up, naturally, like this is how, it's just so weird how our minds work. All the black people went to, cornered in one area. All the white people were in their area. Then you had like
all the Asians were sleeping in the laundry room.
What? Why?
You know, usually Koreans run laundry stores.
Oh
and
my
stuff.
god. Maybe in New York, not here. And all of like the foreign people were together, but then there was me, Ramirez. I forget the other two. God damn it. Serrano, and then there was another two. But me and Ramirez were gay, and there was like a questionable one, and then there was a very questionable one. I forget his name. And Serrano, who's straight but very pretty and very kind. But it was just funny how like the next day when we turned on the lights and once we all got to know each other, we looked around the room because we had to sit like cross-legged style like we were kindergartners. And
No fucking chairs.
no fucking
That was the worst part.
yeah.
No chairs.
Floor's bed.
Your back hurt all the fucking time.
Yeah, I got issues. And so we looked around the room and we're like, oh my God, we're all segregated. Mm-hmm. And it's just so funny the way things worked out that way.
Yeah, dude, people try to find the most common denominator between themselves.
But we didn't even know each other at that point. But I guess for me, that's what I did. I guess I didn't have the need to make phone calls because I just turned out I happened to bunk next to like the other gay dude.
Yeah.
So we were just shooting this shit all the time.
Yeah, I didn't really care about calling home and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I would call my now ex-girlfriend at the time every once in a while just to catch up. What I really missed was music. Dude, I listen to music all the time.
Right.
And so like no music, oh my God. I was dying without music.
Yeah.
And then when I got out, the album that came out at the time was Drake's newest album back in 2013. It's the one where he's got the kid with the afro and then his own face on it. And it's got that song, Coming Home. And Nothing Was the Same. That was the one. And dude, even to this day, like I get chills whenever I listen to that album because it's just like I feel young again.
You know,
I feel like I'm hearing this for the first fucking time.
I have two albums like that. One is the Kaleidoscope album by Tiesto that got me through Afghanistan. And when they took it off Spotify, I like they took it off for a while. I don't know why, but like I messaged. I don't know who they're. I messaged him like I met on Instagram or something. I was like,
he messaged Spotify.
Yeah, no, I messaged Tiesto on his Instagram. I was like, put this album back on. It got me through Afghanistan. Yeah. And like within 2 days, it was back on. I was like, oh, okay, so it worked. Or maybe it was just a glitch in the system. I don't know. But it was that one, and then Rihanna's "I'm the Only Girl." Mm-hmm. Because I remember riding in a bus in Afghanistan with my best friend, and I was like, who is this? Who the fuck is this? It's Rihanna. And I was like restraining myself, and I was like, you don't know how bad I just want to get up and dance everywhere. He just laughed, and I was just like, I repressed who I was in front of these Marines for so long, and like hearing that song, it just like set me free in my mind. And that's what Tiesto's album did. I remember being like battle zone areas and like bombs going off in the distance, and I'm just like zoning out to Tiesto's Kaleidoscope album, and it just really got me through.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Nothing Was the Same was one of those for me. Oh shit, another Drake album from 2011. That one was great. I can't remember the name of it. I'll figure it out later. Mm-hmm. And then some of the Weeknd songs. Another album that I'll never get tired. A band I'll never get tired of is Home Shake. I went to go see them a while ago. And I was just like, dude, I fucking love this band. It's so funny. You hear like certain songs or albums, and you're just like, this is it for me. This is the good stuff. Like
Chevelle
I never.
was good, but like, yeah, I want to see them live. I don't even know if they're still performing, but
I love obviously George Strait. Never get tired of George Strait. I can listen. Yep. Yeah. I can listen to George Strait every day. I love it.
There's a gay joke somewhere in there, but my wittiness is just taking a break.
We've done a lot of talking today.
Yeah. So you have an anime tattoo, and you have a few other tattoos. Like, I remember you getting the Scuba Man. What's up the Scuba Man?
Actually, I think you were there when I got this one.
I was, wasn't it? Was it a tattoo convention?
Yeah. I can't remember. Were you there? If I got this one or this one?
I don't think it was a skull one. I think
No, it was this one. Yeah, because this one I got in Baltimore, and I was with Miguel.
That was in DC.
Yeah, this one was in DC, and I remember Hattauer and Siebert were there, and you came up after I'd gotten this one done. And you're like, yeah, who should I go to? And I was like, oh yeah, this guy. And you talked to him, and you said you wanted the sugar skull with the spider on it, and he was like, yeah, okay, I'll freehand it.
Oh no, it wasn't a spider. It was a scarab beetle. Dude.
Scarab beetle. Sorry. Jesus. Hey man, I remembered such a minor detail from 5 years ago.
You're Asian. You should have remembered.
Is
that a word?
No. Yeah. I got this one. I got the sea turtle done.
I love your sea turtle, by the way.
Thank you. I got it done by this dude from, it was in Pennsylvania somewhere by the Sands Casino.
Okay.
And,
kind of beachy.
yeah, he was, it was in the mountains. It was a mining town, but it was a beautiful town.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He was with the 82nd Airborne, and then he like broke his back or something before he went to selection. So we hit it off. He only charged me $200 for it.
Oh, wow.
Great dude.
Yeah.
His name was Zach. And then I love this one. Got this one done.
Yeah, you're like War of the Worlds jellyfish style thing.
Jellyfish with the spaceman. Right? No, not yet. Okay. With the spaceman above it.
Yeah.
I got it done by Edwin Rios out in Ocean City. He's a nice guy. He does a fucking good job with tattoos, man.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get the whole thing done, but I'm like, I gotta save money. I don't have $1,000 to blow right now like that.
You should have used that Lulu money you were making.
I was using that Lulu money to pay for rent and to pay off my debt.
Yeah.
All the money I was making at Lulu was going towards paying off that debt, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, I paid off a lot of that debt real quick, too.
I should have done that instead of internships. Just taking a job somewhere randomly to pay off my debt.
Well, I mean, I think about it like this. You have a job lined up now.
Yeah.
That's pretty well paying.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, it's like, would you rather have had it paid off then?
I'd rather be out of debt.
Yeah, that's true.
The job would have, I still would have got the job, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so there's no story behind the meanings for any of them.
There is. I try not to think too hard on it because I just enjoy having tattoos art, but like some of them have meanings. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I do remember getting the Scary Beetle, and like he didn't do it the way exactly that I wanted. He didn't do it exactly the way I wanted it.
Because he freehanded.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a great job freehanding it, but like because you came the last day of the convention.
Last day, it was like the last couple hours or something, and he literally just freehanded this tattoo on my arm. And
it's very impressive for freehand.
Yeah, like he did a really good job. I think he's out of New York now. He's from Brazil.
I remember because he was high and he was drinking a beer when he did it. He had he had a fucking Heineken.
Yeah, he was like, "Dude, you know where to get some weed at?" And,
and you're like, "No."
Yeah. But it came out really good considering he was high and drunk. And wow, that really says something. Says a lot about me.
I mean, dude, I think about it. I get a lot of my artistic inspiration from being fucked up.
Yeah.
You can't be fucked up all the time, but every once in a while it helps.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, I remember that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I got the diver one because at the time I was still waiting to go through the special operations pipeline. And, you know, for a reconnaissance corpsman, you have to get your dive bubble. Yeah. Same thing with if I had gone through BUDS.
Yeah.
Or had I decided to say fuck it and join the Air Force.
Oh, my God, I just realized it's the sailor guy kissing his girlfriend, except the scuba guy kissing his girlfriend in New York City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like my thing, right, is like this one's just kind of like, you know, like it's a dude at the bottom of the sea and his oxygen tank's running out, and this is kind of like him hallucinating before he finally like dies.
Yeah.
Is, you know, it's just like one last dance with somebody very special in his life.
Yeah.
There was nobody very special in my life at that time. I just liked the idea, like the concept behind it.
Yeah.
And then this one obviously was very Mugen Samurai Champloo inspired.
Yeah. You got the Sailor Moon crown.
Yeah. And you know, it's death before dishonor.
Yeah.
You know, samurais are like that. You know, I have like a thing about warrior culture in general. I like it. There's a lot of really cool stuff behind it. There's also a lot of dumb stuff, but there's a lot of cool stuff.
Right.
And then I just like space and I like deep ocean shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like shit that we don't have answers to.
Right.
I like things that are a mystery. Jellyfish. What the fuck are they?
Aliens.
Exactly.
They're
right?
Aliens.
Like, and then the spaceman, I mean, that's cool. Like,
yeah.
when you really, like, when you think about it, it's like you're literally floating in a vast emptiness.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you can just float in one direction forever and probably never hit anything.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fucking crazy. So it's like, I like the whole mystery of it. And so like the whole right arm's just like a dedication to like my love for like sea life, and then transitions into like my obsession with space.
Okay. Yeah, mine's are like all... Each one has been a different stage in my life where I've moved away from organized religion. It started off with like a 17-year-old badass cross that I got that I hit from my mom.
There you go.
know, because I believed in God, and then that evolved itself. And then the last one I got, I don't have to go into detail for all of them, but the last one that I got involves like sacred geometry and what do you call it? And like Hinduism, which I have an affinity for ancient Hindu text and like all their medical treatments that they used in the past, and also like the scripture that they left behind for technology that present day people are actually trying to rebuild and seeing if they can actually build these things that they've left behind. And sure enough, like it's all becoming factual. Like they had blueprints for flying machines back in ancient times in India. Like
I mean, like ancient civilizations are a lot smarter than people give them credit for.
Yeah, because they wielded the power that exists within Earth. We are destroying it by creating shit.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a give and take. Fuck, what was it? I was going to say something really important there. The burning of the Great Library of Alexandria.
Yeah.
Like, they have talked about it a lot in a historical manner that a lot of our history will never be known because when that library burned down, everything was lost. It was so rich in the amount of knowledge that had collected there. And when it burnt down, it is gone forever. And Avatar: The Last Airbender, another kind of like Westernish anime, they had something kind of similar where it was basically this giant library in the desert, and it was sinking into the desert. And it's kind of like, there's parallels between it. It's a vast amount of knowledge in there, but at the same time, like, it's being lost.
Right.
And that was the same thing with, the Great Library of Alexandria is we don't know what was lost in there. Maybe the secret to what is it called? Greek fire? The fuck was that shit? That shit was crazy.
Oh my God, I was watching something on Ancient Aliens or whatever.
Dope show to watch when you're stoned or fucked up.
They recently found mercury pools, dried up mercury pools around one of the pyramids. Mm-hmm. Not recently. I'm rewatching old episodes. It's recent. Well, that also had that in China.
Yeah, the first emperor of China, the Great Uniter of China, his entire tomb is literally filled to the brim with a sea of mercury.
So, one, how the fuck did they do that without getting sick? And two...
Well, when you're asking how did the people that did the filling the tomb with the mercury not die, they died.
Oh, they did?
They just trapped all the workers down there so that way no one would ever know how to open the tomb. And they just fucking buried those fuckers alive. Those guys are dead.
Oh.
Like super dead.
They're like mercurized. They're like the Silver Surfers.
Yeah, there's apparently like China won't let people go and open it because there's some weird thing down there that they don't want. Like
China's hiding a lot of stuff.
I mean, who isn't?
Who
isn't hiding a lot of shit?
I mean, all governments are in cahoots about what they know about ancient technology. I mean, everything that we have today is because I'm sure they reverse engineered something that they found.
I mean, there's so many mysteries in our world. It's crazy.
It's not a mystery. They just keep it from us because they think we're stupid. Or they're trying to keep us under control.
Yeah. I like I remember when I was a kid, like people always talking about 2012 being like the great world ender or whatever.
I need to read up on that because what the fuck was that about? Like
they said basically the Mayan calendar ended on 2012 and something was supposed to happen. And to me, I didn't think it was going to be a world-ending event. Secretly, deep down, I was really hoping aliens would visit us. Like deep down, I was hoping.
I think generationally, we took a downfall.
I mean, yeah, like there's that fucking meme that I love that says, people say the end of the world is going to happen in 2012 and people laughed, but has anything felt real since then? And I was just like, oh, fuck. No.
Exactly. It's like Britney Spears died out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like...
She came back, then she died out.
Yeah.
Madonna's coming out with a new album.
Oh my gosh, she just did a song with Maluma.
Who?
Excuse me, do not talk about my future husband like that. And we know he's closet gay.
I was about to say, Maluma sounds like a cancer.
It does. Actually.
You have skin Maluma.
You hear that, Maluma? You're cancer.
What's skin Maluma? Oh, it's a closeted gay man that just clings to you.
Oh, God. Please come cling to me, Maluma. Gorgeous man. But he did this weird song with her. I'll put a link on our show notes, but I didn't like it. It's like, Madonna, why? Why?
Some people just can't die out, dog.
It was like, I love Madonna. I'm not like a diehard fan, whatever, but like this track, she just wasn't right for it. I don't know what the purpose of it was, but it just seemed like creepy old lady came out to sing her lyrics and then crept back into her crib.
She's so creepy, dude.
Yeah.
She's so creepy.
Oh, she's killing babies in the back room trying to stay young.
Dude. She's definitely just sucking the bone marrow out of their femurs while they're still kicking.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh.
Hey, J-Lo apparently uses a lotion that's created from like the cells from baby foreskins. This was on TV. Like, it's a lotion. Each little 0.5 ounces costs like almost like $50,000. But she buys buckets of it to put all over her body.
We have to end the show. What the fuck? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
No wonder she still looks fucking banging.
Money pays for youth.
Dude,
And she's dipping in baby foreskin.
I mean, money and, kind of a lack of, I guess, general stress about certain things. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure she still has a lot of stress, but she doesn't really, like, obviously people who do, like, blue-collar jobs are going to fucking die out way quicker. That's why you have somebody, like, I remember I met somebody who was, I was 18, and they were 27. Yeah. We were in the military together, and I was like, oh, dude, how old are you? And they're like, I'm 27. I was like, you look like shit. Oh. You look fucking terrible. We had this kid. He was 18 years old, balding, and wrinkles everywhere, dude. He had the gnarliest butt chin I'd ever seen. 5 o'clock shadow every day. And I was like, dude, how old are you? He's like, I'm 18. I was like, you look like you're at least 45 and twice divorced. And he was like, I haven't been carded since I was 12. I was like, because you look like shit.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah. And he was like, I know. And I was just like, I'm sorry, but it's just crazy to me.
Well, I'm sure out there there's like a girl that has a daddy like complex, and she could fuck him and not have to really fuck an older dude.
Oh, dude, I know plenty of people. Like, I was talking to my buddy, and I was like, dude, it's all about the confidence. I had a buddy, Miguel.
You want this 18-year-old daddy dick?
Oh, yeah. I'm coming. My buddy Miguel, like, we were talking about it one day. He goes, dude, I know I'm not that good looking of a guy. He's like, but I have banged some really beautiful women in my time. And he's just like, it's because they spend more time laughing, so their eyes are closed more often, so they don't have to see how ugly I am. He's like, I'm a funny guy. I'm confident. I was just like, motherfucker, he's right.
Yeah, I've fucked a few daddies that weren't the most attractive, but it was just like, they're funny, charismatic, and the dick was good.
Dude, that's all that matters. If you're hot and can't bang, get out.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Dude, what's the point?
Yeah.
This was a waste of my time.
Yeah.
My imagination does better than that.
Something. One of my friends was recently talking about somebody who's like well known, I guess, in the community here in DC for fucking horribly. Like, how are you a bad top? Like, that's like the worst.
Just
like the worst like reputation to have.
Literally,
be good looking, but you're a bad top.
Yeah.
Like, how do you fuck that up?
Dude, all you have to do is hump how the other person wants you to hump. That is all.
Really hard and really fast.
See? Some people like it really hard, really fast. Some people like it slow.
What I hate it is when like I'm having sex with like a guy who's heavier than me, like more muscular or whatever, or just a 6'3" man, and they put all their weight on you, and I'm just like, bitch, you're crushing me. Like, can you like get up?
Bro, it's tiring. Like in the missionary stance, it's tiring to hold yourself like that. That's why I do missionary standing.
Missionary standing?
Yeah. Get them on the edge of the bed.
Oh, yeah.
And then you angle them downwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. Angle them downwards with the penis going straight up.
Gosh.
That's the shit right there, dude.
Oh, my goodness.
Fucking shake the house.
I had a roommate break his bed once. And he came out the room. He's like, did you hear that? And I was like, what? It's like, I just broke the bed. I was like...
Honestly, that's why I don't have mattress frames.
What do you have?
Well, I mean, at Juju's place, we have a mattress frame now.
Oh, yeah,
but I have to be really careful not to like break holes in the walls.
Well, if it's IKEA furniture, those slats don't do shit. So just
Dude,
reinforce it with steel.
Yeah, I fucking hate IKEA furniture. Like their bed mattress frames are trash.
Yeah, those wooden slats don't do shit.
I'd rather just roll on the floor.
You would roll in a lot of things before you roll in a bed.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah. So I guess that's my tattoo story, I guess. What's the other one? Oh, I have a peacock. And the peacock to me, so they're...
It stands for penis cock.
That too. Blue penis cock.
Multitude penis cock.
Or 1,000 cocks.
There you go.
That's way past my number.
Shiva, the goddess of 1,000 cocks.
Yes! I'm way past that number. But
no judgment.
Ancient beliefs, there was they believed that, the peacock was a representation of the heavens because of all the eyelets on the feather. So it was as if the gods were watching down on you. And then for the white peacock, the albino one, it was a belief that was a representation of nirvana. Well, in my life, I've had multiple times where I've come to near-death experiences where I felt like something intervened. And so for me, the peacock represents those that may have intervened at those points in my life.
That shit's crazy, isn't it? Like, where you're like, dude, I should have died right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've had a few of those where it's just like, I should be dead.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but I'm not.
Right.
It's so weird because, like, now you're not even scared of death anymore, huh?
No, it's weird.
Yeah, you're just like, whatever, just take me.
Oh, you're going to run me over? Okay.
Yeah, run me over. Come on.
Let me go across all 4 lanes of the highway. If I die, I die.
Literally, like, sometimes when I go camping and I hear rustling in the bushes, I'm like, if there's any way to go, it's fighting a bear.
Yep. I mean, yeah, I'm the same way. Like, if something attacks me, you know what? I'll die. Like, whatever. The only way I don't want to die, the only way, if something bad happens to me, I don't want to end up as like a quadriplegic. But my medical will thing says if I'm at that point, kill me.
Yeah. No, do not. Literally being like, I get it. If we have any quadriplegic listeners out there, bless your heart, you're stronger than I am. Yeah. But I couldn't do it.
My family's poor. I'm sorry. They can't afford to be like, see me that way or afford to keep.
Look, man, the only way you would be able to keep me as a quadriplegic if I was a billionaire, could do a bunch of coke and fuck all the time.
Or buy robotic arms and legs.
I've never even done coke. But if I was a quadriplegic, I'd do butt tons of it.
Literally in your butt.
Yeah, into the butt. Just hold me upside down, fucking shoulders on the floor, ass up in the air, and I want you to just grab teaspoons of coke and just shovel it in there like a coffee cup.
I'm sure some dude out there would have a fetish.
Oh yeah. Or right, we make a game out of it where you tie up little baggies of coke and you throw it in my ass like a cannon and it just goes boom. And I just shoot it across the room at people.
Like the banana show lady.
Yeah, like the banana show lady. Dude, that's the type of shit like I would do if I was a quad.
You never saw that, did you?
No.
Oh my god, so she's dead now, everybody.
Oh,
so I was in rest in peace. Her daughter closed down the business. So there was this bar in Japan called the Banana Show Lady. And this woman, bless her heart, I mean, that's how she made a living, but she would come on stage and she'd dance, do a striptease, whatever. When I saw her, she was maybe in her 50s, 60s, I don't know. Yeah, I know. She would get fully naked. God, I remember this night. So,
that's hard to forget.
So well. There's
Jesus fuck.
She started doing that, and then she put a banana in her pussy, in her vagina, and the whole thing, unpeeled it, shoved it up there, and then she was like dancing, and she'd look at you and go, "Ah!" And she'd like spread her legs open, squat down, and she'd shoot a chunk at the crowd. Just a chunk. And then she'd do that until all across the stage until everybody in the crowd got a chunk shot out at you from her vagina.
Did you have to open your mouth to catch it? To catch the little slime pieces?
So there were drunk Marines who did do that, you know, because, come on, dude, I dare you. Fucking eat the banana. Yeah, you know how that goes.
How do I delete someone else's existence?
You'd have to delete almost the entire Marine Corps. At one point, though, she tried to pull my friend who's gay on stage. She literally chased him around the restaurant trying to get him to come on stage. Well, of course, one of the Marines got on stage and she laid him down on the ground and she placed $1 on his face. Best believe she dropped it like it was hot. Those little meat curtains just flapped across his face and she picked up the $1. Now, this is a 60-year-old vagina just flat out sitting on your face, picking up $1.
Mother of God.
Take that and swallow it.
There's this chick that we knew that in lab school, and she was super grody, and I was just like, dude, she's the type of girl who could fucking rip a whole cigarette in 10 seconds through the fucking inside of her vagina.
Oh, my God.
And just fucking blow it right back out at you in one puff.
Well, this is what this lady could do. She'd also stick what do you call that? A roll of quarters in her. So she put a roll of quarters on the stage, sat on it, and she spat out exact change. She'd ask you, how many? And then you'd say like the dollar amount, and she'd spit out that amount out of her vagina.
Basically, you're paying to watch a woman poop from her vagina.
She was like an ATM for quarters.
Jesus fuck. You guys should have played quarters with her. You know, the game where you fucking throw the quarters into the cups? Yeah.
Oh
you guys would have lost every time, and the fucking beer would have tasted disgusting.
talk about like memories for life.
And maybe that's when you figured out you were gay.
Oh no, I knew way before that. But it's just like I'm happy to have that memory because that memory goes back generations in the military. Like I'm talking about generations of men in the military who went through Okinawa who remember this show because she was 60. She's been doing this for years, like 20, 30 years, and now she's dead. And now I have that shared memory with the veterans.
That is pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
that really is something that's just like everybody knows when you go to somewhere like Camp Lejeune. Everybody has to go. Driftwood, Cherries.
Yeah.
You just have to hit up those spots because it's like a rite of passage. It's so weird. It's so weird how that goes. It's just like it's something that just has to happen or it doesn't. It's like as if it wasn't real.
Right. God, now like being there, because I was there before Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and we had a bar that was, I shit you not, maybe 30 feet long and about 10 to 15 feet wide. And there was a bar in there with 2 little couches, and it was called Fellows, and it was a closet bar in the alley. It was near Kadena, and this is the only place we had in an entire island as gays to hang out.
Wow.
And now after Don't Ask, Don't Tell, I'm sure there's more places, but it's just crazy to think back like how much time has changed, and here I was like hiding away in a closet bar.
It's crazy to me because it's like, I never understood. I think I kind of understood why straight people were always so mad at gay people because like gay people always had more fun. To me, it always seemed like whenever gay people did things, they had way more fun doing it. Like I don't know what it was, and I was just like, some people just couldn't stand to see other people be happy.
Right.
Like whenever I see your stories of you going out to clubs at night, I'm like, that motherfucker is having the time of his life out there right now. I was like, when I go to gay bars just to hang out, I'm like, this is the shit. I'm having so much fucking fun right now.
Yeah.
When I go to like just regular straight bars and stuff, I'm just like, this is kind of lame. Like a lot of the girls here are stuck up, blah blah blah. When I go to gay bars, everybody wants to talk. Straight women, gay men, straight men. It doesn't matter. Everybody's just down to talk. It's a different environment.
Well, because even though it's sexually charged, most of the time we're not there to hook up. Yeah. And when it comes to you guys like going to straight bars, I remember having roommates that would plan out how their night would go and how they're gonna like get girls. No. So the guys are planning out how they're gonna get you. The girls are like there to look cute and pretend they don't want it until they get drunk enough and do want it. So it's a different environment in that sense where like in the straight bars there's a purpose for them being there other than having fun.
For me, dude, like when I was going out to bars like that, I didn't care about that. I just wanted good conversation.
You just wanted to dance sometimes.
I didn't even want to like yeah, sometimes, but for the most part, I just wanted to like have fun conversations.
Yeah.
And then like just that's really all. Just wanted to get to know people. And like sometimes like people were like really fucking like stuck up about it. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because they probably thought that you were trying to hit on them.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not trying to hit on you. I just want to see if you will be the 4th person in this bar game we are about to play.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we're like, oh, yeah, okay, I guess. And, later on they'll be like, sorry, like, guys, like, try to trick you and, all that. I'm like, no, we needed one more person to play. What the fuck were we playing at that time?
When you see that straight women, some guys actually just want to talk. They're not trying to get in your pants.
It's like, it's expensive to pick somebody up from the bar.
Yeah, and you're just not that worth it.
Yeah. Like, dude, I'm already pre-gaming before I go out because I can drink quite a lot.
Yeah.
So by the time I'm already at the bar, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to have a couple drinks, go home. I'm just out here with my friends to hang out, maybe play a few games, socialize. If I buy drinks for somebody else, that's just burning a huge hole in my pocket.
Right.
And like,
and for me, like, I don't want to like plan to hook up because it's just so much work. You can't eat all day, if you're gonna be on the bottom side, and then you can't drink certain things, and then like it's just so much work to prep for maybe hooking up. No, thanks, dude. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, the older I get, the less I like want to have sex with people because gay sex takes a lot of work. And even if you're on the top and you find like a bottom, it's like, did they clean out or did they just play like, let's see what happens?
Jesus, yeah.
Chocolate banana, no thanks.
Yeah, dude, like that's another thing, right? Is like when you're about to hook up with somebody, you're like, oh God, please don't let their underparts be ugly or smelly.
All buttholes look the same to me.
Yeah, Well, I mean, like, if they're gonna top you, like, what if their pee-pee's, like, disgusting looking?
Yeah.
You know? Because one time, I had somebody tell me that they're like, yeah, you've got a very beautiful penis. I was like, thank you. And they're like, I've seen ugly penises before. I'm like, I was like, I didn't know there was such a thing.
Oh, there is.
That's crazy to me.
I got fucked by a micro penis. I didn't know until after it happened once.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. I came over for like, this was at the beginning of the like online dating era. And I decided to meet up with a guy. And he's like, we can just cuddle, hang out, whatever. I was like, okay. You know, our clothes slowly, he's a very attractive man, but slowly slid off. And we're just cuddling naked on the couch, laying down. Next thing you know, like, I feel him touching my ass. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And then I feel him make, like, the motions of, like, sex. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what's happening right now?
Yeah.
What is this? What am I feeling? There's a rubbing, but there's no, like, penetration. But there's something there. Next thing you know, I hear him, like, ugh, like, make that sex noise. And I'm like, what just happened? And he's like, I came. I was like, what?
From what?
Yeah, from what? And then he was like, and then that's when I saw, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, you just stuck a Tic Tac in between your buns.
Yeah, literally. And I had come all over my ass cheeks from the Tic Tac. So it was like a awkward little conversation. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll head out now.
Yeah, not meaning to dunk on anybody with micro penises, but bless your hearts.
I mean, at least eat me out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do something.
Let me get some pleasure out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get off on getting rimmed out. But don't do it that way, or I get surprise frosting on my cakes, you know? Like,
yeah, dude. Don't think you can just slip it on in there.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you can't actually slip it in there, but...
Yeah. just because you're sitting there fucking humping somebody's butt cheeks doesn't mean that they're like, this is nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like rape.
Yeah. It's like a really less messy version of rape, because you're like, was that actually penetrated?
It's a gray zone.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Can someone with a micro penis rape somebody? And if that happens to you, I can... Yeah,
I know, but like, I don't know what to say to that, because I'm like...
Well, it's not hurting.
Yes, but no.
I'm thinking of it more violent. If it were to happen more violently, like nothing.
Yeah, if it wasn't so like,
get off,
let's
get
just
off.
cut.
But
Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything. Get up. I'm like, just let me finish. What are you doing? I can't feel it.
Yeah,
I'm done. What?
What do you mean?
Whatever. What? And walks away. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's a really good question, because like,
God, that is a.
Because if there was no penetration,
right?
I guess then it would be like sexual harassment. You know, because it's kind of like as if he was just literally just dry humping you the entire time.
Right. All right. Well, we'll leave that to conclude the episode. Let us know actually what your thoughts are on this in comments, or send us an email. We'll read it out. Or if you do comment, we'll read out your comment on the next episode. But we really want to know, like, would you count it as rape if someone took advantage of you with a micro penis and nothing actually penetrated you?
I have to think on that, man. I don't like. I
mean, was I raped that night? I don't know.
Because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, if I woke up and one of my buddies had a micro wiener, and they were just going at it on my butt cheeks,
I kind of feel bad.
Yeah, I would just be like, dude, just finish. I'd be like, bro, I know you're not getting any. I'd be like, just fucking finish up. Because
take these buns of steel, because Steve has a beautiful ass.
I literally would probably crush that Tic Tac.
All right. Well, we'll see you in the next episode. Please let us know. Follow us on everything at The Squishy Sandwich. Send us your emails or anything. And don't forget, iTunes. Give us a shout out by rating or commenting, and send us a DM. Send us your information via DM, and we'll start sending out those sticker packs. Thank you.
Thank you.